Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymox, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be at about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's happening, peoples?
Hey.
It's another. What day is it?
Hump day.
It's another weird Wednesday hump day. Middle of the week. A lot of crazy stuff happening in the world. Every day gets a little bit more crazy. So, how's everybody been doing?
Isn't that a song?
What's that?
I don't know. Every day, everything gets a little bit more crazy.
I don't know. If it's not, it should be. It's a way of life now.
I'm going to type it in Google. I bet you it is.
Yeah. Every day gets a little more crazy. Oh, yeah. It's a nutty world, man. I say that every week.
Sublime saw red.
I say that every week, and every week it gets a little bit crazier. That's why tonight's tagline was Weird Wednesday, Weird World. It is going to get a lot weirder before it gets better, too, I think.
I think the new norm is just weird.
Yeah. Weird. Crazy. That's the theme of the world nowadays. Yeah.
Straight weird.
Straight up crazy. Yeah, speaking of straight up crazy, my dogs are barking. I got to get your
sit down.
I got to get your pictures. I just remembered I didn't download those yet because I'm a dildonic.
I was looking to show Lori. I was tagging Lori on something. So I was behind anyways.
Yeah, there's been some craziness going on around town here, the whole protesting and all that. They've been protesting a big monument downtown St. Augustine in the park, and they had a commissioner meeting, which I talked about last week, that lasted 10 hours, and they voted 3-2 to remove the monument. And minutes after the meeting, they were down there boarding up the monument with pre-cut pieces of wood that happened to fit perfectly and had just enough fence to put around it. Like maybe they knew they were going to do that before they ever made the decision. But yeah, so last Sunday, there was a group down there that met. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember. They met early in the morning, and they were all going to put, flags and flour on this ugly ass fence that is now in the downtown park that's all around it. And they've started putting American flags and ribbons and like cards and all kinds of shit on all over this fence. And the cops showed up and said, "Oh no, you got to take all that down." And they were like, "Oh no, we're not going to take all this down." So the police started taking it down for them. And so that caused a big stink show, to say it nicely. And so everybody was arguing and pissed about that. And everybody wanted to know whose decision it was to make them not be able to put American flags on the fence. And there were a couple of rebel flags on the fence too, Confederate flags, I should say. But anyways, made them take them all down. And they didn't make them. The police took them down. And as the police were taking them down, people were putting them back up. And they were like, "You can take them all down. We're gonna bring more and put them up." Somebody delivered a huge pile of flowers for people to just walk up and, if you didn't have a flower, well, you do now, and you can put it on the fence. And so it created a big shitstorm, to say the least. And supposedly somebody called the police department, and they told them that the chief of police told them to do that. Well, right away, there was all these talks of lawsuits that started flying around, and right away, the police department came back and said, "Oh, no. There was a misunderstanding. Sorry, we made a goof. You can keep the stuff up."
Oh, but
So, yeah, I drove downtown the other day, and it's covered. It was bad enough there was a fence around it, 6-foot chain link fence, but then they put this black plastic liner inside it. So the downtown plaza now looks like a huge construction zone gone bad.
nice.
But yeah, it's kind of an ongoing mess down there.
I'm trying to figure out how to get situated. Well, in Seattle, some teens found a suitcase stuffed with human remains and decided to post the video on TikTok. And this is the one that we cannot play. One of them, I sent the video, we shouldn't play because it's the news.
Yeah.
But there's two pictures, the girl next to the suitcase bag.
Yep. Let's see if I can share it from here.
Says the teenagers were sent to the area by an app that creates random coordinates and sends people to outdoor locations. Huh. That's crazy. So you go put in some random GPS generator and it's like, all right, let's just go here, click the map, and then you come across the suitcase.
Randomly.
The captured footage posted on TikTok the following morning was all the more disturbing as it showed the blissfully unaware teens laughing while approaching the suitcase. TikTok user Ugg Henry captioned the video with the hashtags crime murder at Washington and explained, "Something traumatic happened that changed my life. We found this black suitcase. We are joking that maybe this suitcase would have money, but the smell was overwhelming." You know what? I don't know if my things are reading in the right direction. Hang on. Oh no. Because I'm doing it on the computer, so my phone. It's like flipping through this stuff like weird. I should have sent it different. Okay, the social media platform TikTok has taken the world by storm as playful videos help the world stay connected while maintaining social distance. Unfortunately, a group of teenagers in Seattle, Washington made a macabre discovery mid-shoot when they discovered a suitcase stuffed with human remains. According to the New York Post, the luggage was found on a Seattle bench last Friday and actually consisted of 2 suitcases. While the teens initially only found one on the shoreline near Luna Park, police found another one in the water upon arriving the scene. And then the part I just read about the blissfully aware teens. Okay, then they say, open it. It stinks, yo. An off-screen voice can be heard yelling as the group of teens approach the luggage.
Wow.
One of the girls then used a stick to open the suitcase and look inside, where the sight of a black plastic bag caused her to shoot the camera a nervous look. I want to see this TikTok. According to the Daily Mail, one of the captions explained that the girls felt a little scared and nervous at this point. The footage then cut to one of the girls on the phone with the police. The teens later raised concerns about the speed of police response, claiming it took officers hours to arrive to the scene. Seattle police say they responded to the call within an hour and a half.
Wow.
Fortunately, none of the teens realized there were human body parts in the suitcase until the incident hit the news later on. Residents in the area were naturally extremely uneasy about the whole thing. I was stunned and shocked, said a resident of West Seattle. It's frightening to think that there's someone out there that do something like that. While the discovery of one suitcase containing human remains was shocking enough, investigators called detectives to the area in case there was more to be found. Fortunately, it didn't take them too long to find the second piece in the water. As it stands, the human remains were taken to the King County Medical Examiner's Office for analysis, where both the cause of death and identity of the deceased will be determined. Curiously, the teens only found the luggage because of an app called Randonautica instructed them to go there. That app uses a random number generator to produce a set of coordinates designed to encourage people to explore outdoor areas around them. Users are instructed to set an intention before that process takes place and report back later on their experience if their experience satisfied their goal. So what do they put in? Looking for dead bodies?
Yeah, really. Wow.
So, on the other hand, their accidental discovery helped police find a presumable victim of a horrible crime, bringing them a vital step closer to solving it.
Damn.
So, yeah. So, I guess they only, like, I don't understand. So, did they not realize there were body parts?
Yeah, it's like a suitcase that stinks. Yo, open it, bro.
Wow.
Yeah,
I bet they had to take that off of TikTok.
probably. It reminds me of a story. I did a Weird Wednesday video about it. I just told the story about it, but while I was working at a place that right next door to where I worked at was a Salvation Army drop-off place. And you may remember me telling you about this story, but yeah, this dude that worked over there, he came over one day and he was like all like, you know, sweaty looking and like white as a ghost. And he was like, man, I gotta talk to somebody. And I'm like, what's up? Everybody was kind of pew, 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 and left me standing there to deal with the guy. And I was like, what's up, man? And he's like, dude, I work next door at Salvation Army, and people like drop off stuff, and we got these big bins of clothes and all, and I think there's a dead body in one of the bins. I was like, oh, dude, seriously? He's like, he was freaking. He couldn't deal with it, and he wanted me to come over there. He's like, I can't do this by myself, man. So I went over there, and I went in, and he's like standing at the door. He wouldn't even go in the building. So I'm in there, and I'm like, well, screw this, man. Give me a stick or something. I'm gonna like poke around this damn big old bin. I'm not gonna stick my hand in here. I don't know what the hell I'm going for,
Oh.
So I'm like, and I'm looking around because where I worked at, it was like practical jokeville. Like every day we'd prank each other. And I'm thinking, these guys are screwing with me. This is bullshit, And I'm looking all around, and I'm not seeing any of my friends anywhere. I'm not seeing a camera anywhere. I'm not seeing anything. And this guy is standing in the doorway, basically about to piss his pants. And so I'm digging around in there, and I'm like looking, and I see this long thing about the size of a body, and it's all wrapped up in black plastic and duct tape.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit, man, I'm starting to freak out. And I'm like still poking it with this stick, and I'm like, dude, if this is a dead body, man, we got to call the cops. And he's like, no, man, we can't call the cops. I don't want to like lose my job. I'm like, dude, what the hell are we gonna do? Take it out back and bury it? We gotta no, dude, I'm like, if this is a dead body, we gotta tell somebody. Yeah, he's like freaking out, and
well, if you had nothing to do with it, then shoot, you don't want to.
I'm like, screw your job, man.
Yeah.
Unless you killed this person, what do you got to worry about? Yeah, he was like losing it. Like, I mean, he was literally like sweating bullets, and I'm poking around, and all of a sudden I pull the stick up, and this like long black hair is coming up, and I'm like,
no.
Yeah, I'm like really freaking out now, and I'm thinking though, I'm like, man, if there's a dead body in here, it would like be stinking, wouldn't it? They must have done a hell of a wrap-up job. And
well, no, you need pounds of lime on top of it. I mean, that shit starts to liquefy.
Yeah. So I'm still like a cross between somebody screwing with me, practical joke, or holy crap, this is real. And yeah, it turned out to be a bunch of clothes wrapped up in plastic, and like somebody kind of did it on purpose. And there was a wig at the top of it.
That's what I'm gonna ask. They put a wig, those little bastards.
Yeah. And this dude was like seriously about to shit himself. And
that's hilarious.
He came over, and I felt really bad afterwards because he came over and it's like hugging me and thanking me and stuff. And he's like, dude, I want to apologize because I'm freaking out. I'm still freaking out. And man, I was in the war, and I saw like all kinds of horrible shit, and I'm having all these.
Oh, he was triggered.
Yeah, he was like legit freaking out.
Okay.
And then I felt even worse for him.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, please don't tell anybody that, like the people that he worked for. Don't tell them about any of this. And I'm like, hey, man, it's all good with me, man.
Well, he has now told the world, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, this is several years ago now. But the dude disappeared. It was like a week later, and he was gone. So I don't know what happened with him. I never saw him again.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, it was weird. I was freaking out the whole time. I was like, looking at this guy, and he was freaking out. So yeah, I get this whole suitcase with the dead body. Luckily, I didn't pull a dead body out of the whatever Goodwill hamster, dumpster hamster, whatever the hell it's called. Big ass cart on wheels full of clothes.
A hamper.
A hamper. That's the word. What I say?
Hamster.
A big ass hamster on wheels.
Silly goose.
Yeah. A hamper. Yeah. Yeah, I was freaking out too. Like shaking. I don't want to pull a dead body out of here. And then I saw the black hair and I was really freaking out.
It reminds me of Family Guy when they went to the bayou and they're like, he's out with that boy or he's like, what do you want to do? We could poke a dead body with a stick. And they go out there like poking a dead body with a stick for fun.
Yeah.
Well, do we remember the Golden State Killer from about 40 years ago?
I do.
He terrorized California in the 1970s, and in the 80s pleaded to 13 counts of first degree. Okay. These articles are totally screwed up. It took decades to identify the Golden State Killer, with only DNA evidence and genealogy services solving the mystery. After 2 years behind bars, Joseph James DeAngelo has pleaded guilty. The Golden State Killer, who terrorized California in the 70s and 80s, pleaded guilty to 13 counts of first-degree murder on Monday. Though the suspect, 74-year-old Joseph James DeAngelo, also raped 50 women during his spree, state statutes of limitations on those crimes have allowed him to avoid rape charges. According to the New York Times, the former officer was arrested in April 18. Authorities failed to identify him for decades, believing the Visalia ransacker or the East Area rapist and original Night Stalker to be different people. Only DNA evidence and genealogy services turned the tides. See, thank gosh for DNA. After 2 years in jail, the elderly serial killer and rapist admitted to his crimes. Though it took nearly half a century to catch him, the hours-long hearing in front of victims' families and district attorneys saw his guilty pleas garner him 11 life consecutive sentences. Covered in an orange jumpsuit and plastic face shield, DeAngelo is no longer the spry man who vaulted fences and snuck into women's homes. The hearing, held inside a Sacramento State University ballroom, meanwhile was live streamed because of the pandemic. Sac County Deputy District Attorney Amy Holliday announced DeAngelo's plea arrangement in front of survivors and the families of his victims. The deal removed the possibility of the death penalty in exchange for his guilty pleas, which will see him behind bars for the rest of his life. On top of that, the agreement saw DeAngelo admit to numerous crimes that he wasn't charged for. Many of the rapes he committed weren't able to be prosecuted due to the statute of limitations. When asked if he understood the terms of his sentencing, he replied with a mere yes. As for the plea deal decision in lieu of a jury trial, Holliday explained the choice at the very beginning of the hearing. Though it was initially slotted for May, it had to be postponed because of court closures and the dangers of bringing elderly or high-risk individuals into the courtroom. And then it has some pictures of the sketches. Many of the victims, witnesses, and law enforcement are in their 80s and 90s, she added. Many of these people are all deeply affected by these crimes, may not be with us at the time of jury trial. For the families attending the event in person, justice and relief were felt. For decades, DeAngelo had committed his gruesome crimes as he pleased, from California's southern coast and the Central Valley to the Bay Area and neighborhoods of Sacramento. And he seemed untraceable and unstoppable. So then they just continue to go about how they got him. And
damn, is this picture down here where my mouse is that his Kenny from South Park picture?
I was kind of wondering that too. Like it does kind of look like Kenny.
They killed Kenny. Oh man.
Yeah, so then they go on just to talk about, how they got him and everything. But yeah, DNA, woohoo.
Yeah,
Once
I mean,
again,
it's got its upsides, got its downsides. I get the part of, using it for good. It scares the hell out of me about the part of using it for bad,
well, yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I mean, it does have an upside to, put
The
cases
closure
in
for
court.
all these families.
Yeah. Yeah, that's craziness.
And then there's one more. Do not try this at home. Ansel blows off his own hand while making do-it-yourself bomb to attack hot cheerleaders.
Yeah, I didn't get to read the story on this, so I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
think
read
we've
this
just
one.
got his mug shot of his mess he made of his face.
Oh, nice.
Police contacted the FBI after the man showed up at a local medical center with a missing hand, destroyed fingers, and shrapnel wounds across his neck.
Dude, where's your hand?
On the evening of June 2nd, 2020, a 23-year-old Virginia man walked into a local medical center with extreme injuries to his body, including one missing hand. After he told local authorities that he caught it in a lawnmower accident, FBI investigators discovered the truth. The man had injured himself while constructing a bomb for a suspected attack on a group of women he described as hot cheerleaders. According to the Daily Beast, investigators revealed that Cole, whoever, had been previously convicted on charges related to explosives. They obtained a warrant to search his home and contacted the FBI. Huh.
Damn.
According to... Huh?
I was just saying, damn.
Yeah.
What did he constructed a bomb to attract hot cheerleaders? Did I hear that right?
No, I think he wanted to kill them,
Oh, okay. Well,
to attack them.
that's okay. That's completely different.
That's what the infidel, I think, means. Like, those are people who go back and I think they'll explain it like revenge on women who turn them down or whatever. Then they go and like kill them.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's one of those kids that grew up and can't accept the word no.
uh-huh. My daddy didn't hug me enough.
I did. I told me no.
According to the affidavit, investigators discovered a shockingly gruesome trail of blood at his home. It stretched between a red minivan parked by the driveway and up the stairs to a second-floor bedroom. But what they found inside the home was even more disturbing. The report described a flesh-colored substance that looked like a piece of human skin. Investigators also unearthed a footlocker with a plastic bottle containing TATP, which is used in the creation of improvised explosive devices. The affidavit goes on to describe the scene of the suspect bomb explosion inside the bedroom. The blinds are damaged and chunks of flesh were still stuck to the ceiling. The explosion seemed to come from a plastic container next to the footlocker. The top, which was put is in your footlocker. The explosion had jelly donut. The explosion seemed to come from a plastic container next to the footlocker. The top, which was peeled back in a manner consistent with an explosion. Nearby was a box containing rusty nails, a material commonly used to create extra shrapnel. Down the street, inside a shed behind his grandmother's house, they found another bounty of suspicious materials, including empty chemical containers, loose wires, PVC pipes. A crumpled letter on the ground of his granny's shed detailed what seemed like a shopping mall bomb plot. The partially legible paper was written in the third person. He was doing it and was assured it must be done. Even if he died, this statement was worth it. He had of tension that would come and go as he approached the stage of hot cheerleaders. A dead seriousness sank in as he realized he was truly passing the point of no return. He decided, I will not back down. I will not be afraid of the consequences, no matter what. I will be heroic. I will make a statement like Elliot Rogers did, he thought to himself. I was like thinking about not saying the guy's name because I don't want to give him credit online, but
How old was this guy again?
23.
23.
And Elliot Rogers, I guess he's an involuntary celibate or incel, that's where it comes from, as described by investigators who killed 6 people, injured 14 others in 2014 Santa Barbara, California, before committing suicide. In that guy's manifesto, there was a statement, if I can't have you girls, I will destroy you. His manifesto turned Roger into the poster boy for what are called incels, involuntarily celibate men who often harbor vengeful fantasies against the women they perceive have rejected them. So far, incels have been linked to at least 53 deaths. So these are involuntary celibates. So they're saying like it's these women's fault that they can't get laid.
Yeah, pretty much. And they can't handle being told no or, being turned down. Hey.
And so they're going to destroy them.
Yeah. I think there's an issue there with that.
There's one last thing that was kind of funny. Basically, or is it another bit of evidence that conflicted with this story was a 6-inch tall grass outside the home, which clearly indicated no signs of being freshly mowed. Still, when FBI agents confronted with the wannabe bomber with their mountain evidence, he stuck with the lawnmower story.
Huh.
So the lawn still had to be mowed.
Damn. Yeah, I don't get it. I've been turned down by girls plenty before in my life. It never made me want to go kill them all. It was just like, oh, better luck next time. I'll try again. Yeah, some people, man, they can't handle being told no.
And that's why I'm always like, and I've always been that way. Well, not only because I don't want them to come back and stalk me outside my, front door, but I think how much nerve it takes to approach somebody anyways. So I've always been a person that, unless you're a complete scumbag, you're going to get a different reaction. But I really try to be nice.
Yeah.
And I don't,
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hurt somebody or deter them from trying again with somebody else. And I don't want to end up on their list.
Yeah. You don't want to wake up in a bathtub missing body parts and
in the trunk of a car.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna make you like me.
Yeah. Make you.
Yeah, I got a couple of stories here. This one is ongoing with the UFO babble. NASA officials baffled after space cameras catch UFO following the International Space Station for over 20 minutes.
See? What was I telling you earlier? I need this article.
Yep, exactly. This kind of links to it, maybe. A bizarre UFO hovering between Earth and the International Space Station was caught on the live camera feed by NASA in incredible footage that lasts over 20 minutes. Astonishing footage of a UFO hovering above Earth has been caught by NASA cameras. The incredible video captured on the U.S. Space Agency's live camera sees the cone-shaped object. And I'm not going to play the video because YouTube's been being dicks lately. If anybody noticed, Jason's got taken off last week. But it captures the agency's live camera, captures the cone-spaced object that keeps pace with the International Space Station above it. In a bizarre twist, NASA camera zooms in on the object, appearing to show the U.S. Space Agency acknowledged the UFO. Footage was posted by UFO enthusiast Scott Warning on his YouTube channel, ET Database. So if you want to see the video, go to ET Database on YouTube. And unless it's been pulled, I haven't checked right before the show.
Wait, Rob, when was this though?
This was it was like just very recent, I think.
Because I'm seeing NASA films a mystery UFO following ISIS for 20 minutes, like February 2020, March.
Yeah, I don't see a date on this. But it says the 22-minute long video footage shows a bus-sized UFO moving at the same speed as the International Space Station, which moves at 78 kilometers a second. Yeah, I thought it had here.
Oh, I see. Oh, wait, that's 2004. So, when you get a chance, send me your article.
All right.
Told you we're gonna have a false flag event.
Yeah, probably so. This one.
July 14.
Let's see. This one does have a video that I'm gonna play. You know, with all the, I made a post on Facebook earlier in the week about that whole noose and Bubba, you know, the NASCAR driver.
The oil filters.
And yeah, I made that one too. And it, you know, I knew it was going to be offensive to some people, and whatever. I made that post to make, you know, even though I knew it would offend some people, I posted it to make some people think, you know, how so much shit gets blown out of proportion. And you know, with the media, man, the media is like the freaking devil. And they always got to show, you know, make a mountain out of a molehill. Well, since I posted the thing about the noose, you know, in this NASCAR driver's garage, which is a door handle pull, and there's not
this big.
Yeah, there's several of them in there. Whatever. Well, then I come across this, which happened in Jacksonville. Holly may have heard of this one. It was on the news briefly, and you know, just I'll play the video here. Maybe. Is it gonna play? Okay.
First night.
Here we go.
About 6 a.m. It was coming on 9 to 5, and first I thought it was a body, you know, and our heart completely dropped.
Lamont Ross and his wife Kiva are medical transportation drivers.
Immediately we turned around. This was on Broad Road, right?
Ross shot this video when he made it to the overpass. You can see a mannequin with a pig's head in a law enforcement uniform hanging.
I love him. I'm trying to lock this down, man. It was just totally unacceptable. We had to turn around. We was coming to assist. You know what I'm saying? We was finna take it down.
It must have hurt. It must have been a jolt to the system.
It was, I was in tears. I was like trembling. It was sad just to see something like that in person. It was just terrifying. I was praying to God it wasn't really a body, which it wasn't. So that was a great thing. It was a big relief.
We're on 95 South, approaching the overpass. If you were driving on the interstate, this is the overpass the mannequin was hanging from. Here's another vantage point. To give you perspective, that's 95, an interstate thousands of people used every day. And this is the sign where that mannequin was hanging from.
I left work about 7 o'clock.
Camry Merriweather just worked a 12-hour shift.
My entire heart dropped. It just sank. I was not sure what to do. Like I was nerve-wracked, scared.
very upset at the same time, very confused. I could not believe out of my entire life that I'd ever seen anything like that.
Jacksonville Sheriff Mike Williams called the incident extremely disturbing and released the following statement in part, quote, both the tactics and prompts used were a deliberate attempt to exasperate an anti-police sentiment and drive a divide in our community.
We don't have no right to do that, man. I don't think it's time to taunt the police. I think it's time to come and bridge the gap.
Told by history, hate cannot change hate.
Gosh, really, we just have to do better.
Yeah, we do. And
We really do.
we really do. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I want to say it's some kids, you know, playing a joke, but the whole dressing a dummy up like a cop and then putting a pig's head on him and hanging him like on off a overpass of 95 is, yeah, that's a little whacked.
Oh, he was dressed like a cop too?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. So I don't know what the hell's wrong with people. They all done gone that shit crazy. And then there's this, which came out today. I showed the video of the one guy, you know, last week, like having a full blown shit fit about, you know, not having to wear a mask in Walmart. And they passed, you know, an ordinance here, well, ordinance, whatever you want to call it, where you have to wear a mask in any indoor place in the city of St. Augustine, the city limits. And there's places like right down the road from me, which I'm just outside of the city limits, and there's a grocery store right down the road from me. And they're really pushing, you know, there's signs up out front for everybody to wear a mask. Is strongly advised. And like I went in there today and I have masks in my car, and like I said before, I don't have a problem putting one on if a store deems it
Requires it,
necessary.
yeah.
You know? I was in a hurry. I jumped out of the car and I ran in there. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to wear my mask. I wonder if I can pull this off. And the lady, like, just inside the store was like, sir, you don't have a mask on. And then I felt like a total dick. But I ran and grabbed my stuff and checked out and ran out like all bummed. But yeah, it's they just had a meeting yesterday. They were going to mandate the entire county of St. Johns County to wear masks, and it actually got turned down. It didn't get passed, but it was like all five commissioners said no. And because people are flipping losing their minds around here about it, you know, and I don't know, it's just making too big a deal. I get, you know, it infringes upon my rights, and some people have breathing problems wearing a mask. I've worn a mask for, you know, most of my life working with fiberglass, so it's no big deal to me. I wear respirators, I wear all kinds of masks, so I'm plenty used to it. I've lived in a mask more than I haven't lived in a mask probably. So it doesn't bother me, you know, but I get it. Some people say they can't breathe in them, you know, and then some people just have that that claustrophobic thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I get it, you know, and it sucks that it comes to a point where your government starts telling you have to do this, whatever. That's the part I don't really agree with. But this just came out today that I thought was kind of funny. Not funny, but
some people have gotten like respiratory infections, like, you know, from them though, and like
Yeah.
their nose, and, you know, people who are susceptible to that kind of thing.
Yeah. And you know, the paper masks, I mean, those things are meant to wear once. They're not meant to wear over and over and over again. You know, I see some people and they're like, yeah, I've had the same mask for 2 months now. It's like, oh, that's nasty. Throw it away. You're gonna get sick. But yeah, St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, don't fight each other over mask wearing. A public safety message from Sheriff Shore. This came out today. I want to take a moment to discuss an issue that has recently emerged in other parts of our state and across our nation. St. Johns County has already endured many challenges due to the COVID-19 virus, and we would like to ensure this current trend does not occur here. It already is, but yeah, I get the idea. With the implement of social distancing guidelines and the widespread wearing of facial coverings, we are beginning to observe a new safety and legal issue regarding physical confrontations between
Oh,
people
man.
who are making different personal choices. In the news today, we're hearing of disturbances over social distancing issues and individuals who, for their own reasons, are not wearing masks. Many of these verbal altercations are evolving into physical altercations. I would encourage each resident to make the personal health choices and precautions that best protect themselves, but would discourage anyone from confronting someone because they have made a different choice. So basically, at the end, it was like, can't we all just get along? Don't confront each other over a mask. Yeah, I had a lady yell at me too because I went the wrong way down the aisle in the grocery store. I'm like, damn it, I didn't do it on purpose. I've been coming to this grocery store for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's just now that there's one-way lanes in the grocery store, and I'm not used to looking at the floor to see which way I'm supposed to walk like a damn cow going to the slaughter box. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, the sheriff's department here is saying, hey, keep shit together. Don't fight each other over a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people, man, wow. Some people I've seen people arguing in the store over, somebody not wearing a mask. And then you hear those and they're just like in the store yelling at each other. And I'm like, shit, man, I just came in here to buy some bananas. It's like, I just want to get in and out of here. I gotta like wade through people fighting over dumb shit. It's like you spend more time standing there breathing hot air in each other's faces when you could just both go your separate ways and buy your stuff and get the hell out of here and be done with it.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's like the old grouchy guy in me starts coming out when I get around too much of that. Get off my lawn. But anyway, I think that's all the weird stories I have for today. There is this picture of what I started talking about at first with the downtown area with the fence being put up and all the people putting flags up. This is what the monument looks like downtown now. And this is actually from up in the little bandstand thing there, so you can actually see more. If you're down at ground level, because all you see is this raggedy fence with black plastic stuck to it. But yeah, the whole fence was covered the other day. This is just part of it. But yeah, that's part of living in St. Augustine nowadays. I always go downtown to people watch and watch fights and arguments and homeless people pissing on the sidewalk.
I used to love going to Berkeley for people watching.
Yeah, it's like, it's crazy. Just like you can just go downtown now and just like find a bench that somebody hasn't pissed on.
Yes.
And, hang out and just like people watch. And yeah, you see it all down there now. I guess it's like that in everybody's town now. I'm not used to it, but so it's all new to me. But
in high school, my friend Kyla and I, we would drive out to Berkeley. We'd get out our spot, put out our blanket on the sidewalk, pissed on sidewalk, put out our like jewelry and stuff, our little hemp jewelry, all that we made, blaze one, get our coffee, sit there, hours, just people watching.
yeah.
You see like a family of like 4 naked people walk by with baby strollers and backpacks and
4 naked people.
Like there's a family, like 2 families with like a baby stroller, 2 couples and a baby stroller and backpacks I was like right at the butt in the backpack level. Seen a naked guy in a police hat riding a horse
Damn.
down Telegraph. But yeah, good times.
Yeah, Jamie is in Cali. Yeah,
And
there's
sell some jewelry along the way.
yeah. Yeah, anybody else in California?
And you know what, Azariana, they encourage people to rat on people. Like seriously, in these neighborhood watch things and stuff, they're like wanting people to snitch. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah,
What we got on the
I was in a store yesterday and it was inside the city limits. And I won't say the name of the store because they may not want me to, but I was in there, you know, and I came in and I had this thing around my neck, you know, that I can pull up for a mask. It's one of those face cover things. And when I go out, I usually wear that, like in case I got to go in somewhere, except for when I went in the store yesterday and forgot it. But yeah, I had that on and I went in and there was a customer in the store and my friend that runs the place is there and the customer, they were both wearing masks. I was like, oh shit, I better pull mine up. I pulled it up, you know. And right when I pulled it up, she was like, yeah, make sure and wear your mask. And the customer kind of looked at me and she's like, yeah. She goes, they have the what did she say? The mask Nazis are going around checking on everybody now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, there's people coming in and if people aren't wearing masks, they're calling the police on them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so that's their purpose is
That's
to
their
go
main
around
purpose.
and look for people not wearing a mask so they can call the cops. I'm sure the cops love that. There's not somebody wearing a mask here. The cops are probably like, ah, fuck again.
There was some like officials though that were promoting this stuff.
Yeah.
In some states, like, yeah, if you notice this, do your part, and you know, narc on your neighbor.
Yeah. Yeah, like I went in a store the other day. I was wearing a mask and I had a hat on and I was wearing sunglasses. And I'm like, damn, I feel like I should be robbing this place. But yeah, as soon as that customer left, my friend that runs the store, she came over and stood in front of me and looked at me and she's like, do you mind if I take this damn mask off? I'm like, hey, go for it. And the same thing, I went in another store yesterday and there was a guy behind the counter. I was the only one in there. And he was like, hey, do you want me to wear my mask? And I'm like, whatever, dude, I'm good. You want me to wear mine? He's like, oh, I'm good. I'm like, okay, cool. I just got to check, man, because, you know, I've already gotten some crazy arguments.
You know, Wolfie, I don't even know if the horse had a saddle on. I'm wanting to say no. But I was really distracted by like the nakedness and the cop hat.
So he was legit going
bareback. Yeah, you don't want to stick to the leather, right?
Yeah, that could be, you know.
All right, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. Are we going to fire up the box?
Yes, we are. I'll hit the commercial.
I know Holly, I think Holly's still in here. Yep, there's Holly. She just not upgraded, but re-uploaded her Spiritus. So she is relearning how to use that. And maybe we can ask some questions for her while we're doing this. If you do want us to ask Holly, you can put it in chat. And we're happy to ask any questions for you regarding what's going on if you'd like.
Yeah, going to go to a commercial break here and we'll be back in like 3 minutes or 4 minutes and we'll do some ghost boxing and then some cards.
And one more thing, and I did get your message. I just didn't get a chance to read it yet because I was in sound check, so I still have to catch up.
Groovity.
This is Jason Bland, host of Midwest Paranormal Presents Paranormal Soup, where we stream live as a webcast every Sunday night, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern, with guests who will blow your mind. Live ghost box sessions where you can call into the show to see if the spirits will talk to you, and the world wide web of weird with the latest in paranormal news and evidence. We're bringing the weird every Sunday night, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe.
Do you like rock and roll? Do you enjoy a good story? Wish You Were Here, A Rock Fantasy is a book inspired by Badfinger. It will not only entertain you, but intrigue you. What's it about? While Thomas is searching for his bandmate and friend in heaven, he meets an old friend and famous new ones in his afterlife voyage. Reader's favorite hails Wish You Were Here, A Rock Fantasy as a whimsical, speculative novel by author Joyce Isaacson. Midwest Book Reviews said, Wish You Were Here, A Rock Fantasy is a book inspired by Badfinger. It's a quirky story by Joyce S. Isaacson. It is a unique, original, and deftly crafted metaphysical novel that showcases the author's genuine flair for character and narrative-driven entertainment that is simply riveting from first page to last. Now available on pennantpublication.com. Also available on Amazon in paperback and hardcover. Also on Kindle Unlimited. So check it out now. Wish You Were Here, A Rock Fantasy.
The night is alive. Join us and take a walk on the weird side when you tune in to the Kingdom of Nye, hosted by Heather Wade, the finest in late night talk. Listen live free weeknights starting at 9 p.m. Pacific time at thekingdomofnye.com, talkstreamlive.com, and the Paranormal Radio app. Wanna take a ride?
Groovy, groovy. You guys hear the ghost box?
Did you mute my mic for me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. All of a sudden, I was standing here and I was like slurping the ice in my coffee, and I'm like, I don't think I muted my mic when I got up. And then I seen.
Cool. Double bareback. Exactly.
Oh, I need to put in my earbuds.
Mac, meat, mop, ink.
Hello?
Did it just say hello? Like really clear?
I know. I just want hello, so I don't know
Okay. Maybe
if you
that
heard
one.
me or that.
Yeah, usually what I do when I go in a store, if I'm wearing a mask, I do have gloves in the car too. I usually don't wear them, but I have a big ass bottle of hand sanitizer. And whenever I come out of the store, from pushing a cart and handling things and all that, I'm always like douching down with the hand sanitizer.
Hey, I just seen an article the other day. I had to take mine out of the car because guess what? You know how it's flammable?
Yeah.
Those bottles have been not just blowing open, but blowing open and burnt the whole door panel in someone's car.
Oh man.
Yeah, I used to do the same thing up until a week ago.
Life's not fair, man. Everything's against us. Who's here this evening that might want to speak with us?
You sound so bassy in these headphones. Thought I heard Aaron's name a couple times.
Here. Are we doing like a roll call? Who's here?
My comments are frozen.
Bye, Felicia.
Was it like, hello, my love? But my computer's completely locked up.
Uh-oh.
As soon as we start the ghost box.
Well, hey, maybe YouTube will kick us off tonight if we say stuff like sleeper cell, black ops, helicopters,
Implants.
implants, UFOs, government conspiracy theories.
Alien UFO. She said up.
Yep. Black ops or just ops? Can the spirits tell us anything about the aliens? About UFOs? Are they real? Are there aliens amongst us? Maybe there's some aliens that would like to talk to us.
Yes, it's on.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Is anything crazy going to happen on the 14th this month? Like what I was talking about earlier? Are we going to have sightings that night? You know our friend Holly that we've been talking. Did you hear the yeah?
Yeah.
It sounded like my voice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that Holly, she would like to know if you know what's going on in her home. If you can connect with her energies. Do you know who that is around her? I thought I heard Ed, and if I did, that's weird because of what she said about a name she got. Does he call himself Ed? Who is he?
Yeah, I just heard it again.
Did
Who
he
is-
used Good.
Who is Ed?
Is he cool? Is he friendly?
Whoa, that was loud. I've heard that
Does she-
name like 5 times now in the last 30 seconds.
Does she know who who this presence is? Is it somebody she used to know in the living? Is he just coexisting there? Does he have a message for her? She's listening. She only wants to just find out who you are, and if you're wanting to tell her something, why you've been making yourself so known.
Holly's listening, and if you have a message for her.
What do you think about what's been going on with humanity? Are you glad you're on that side right now? If you had advice for the living, what would you say? Did Holly cause him to show up there?
Now my chat's locked up.
Did Did he follow her from somewhere? I think Ro might be having some technical issues.
Okay. Part of my screen was locking up. Yeah, I don't know what was up with all the ads there for a few minutes. Doesn't seem like I'm hearing them now.
It's Satan,
Satan.
I think.
Main
Yeah.
Satan.
You know how my Facebook watch does that stupid captioning that I've tried to turn off?
Yeah, mine's doing that now.
When we weren't talking, I saw some of the ghost box words popping up on there, like the ones that could like it's all the
Weird.
ones that can like understand.
Yeah. Did the spirit that's at Holly's house, did it follow her there?
It's like not you. Oh, you're not you.
Are the spirits able to hear Tyler's new beats?
This is good.
I'm gonna ask him Lori's question.
Hey, spirits, was the spirit that was with Lori earlier, was it who she thought it might be? Dude.
Good night, Audrey.
Good night.
Who's doing the knocking noises at Holly's house? Hmm. I'm not sure if it said Philip. It's important to listen back afterwards. I don't know if y'all still hear me or not. I don't know if Rob just lost audio. Oh, here it comes.
The screen keeps locking up over here.
Did somebody mention a Philip? I'm going to ask again, who's doing the knocking noises at Holly's house? Bill? Can you confirm that? Is she saying Philip?
Philip, that was pretty clear.
Yeah. I heard this sit, Lori. It sounded like they're talking to a dog, and they're saying that, like, now sit. Do any of you want to say hello to our friends in chat that are watching? We've got Aaron and Lori and Holly, Lara, Debbie, Heather, Wolfie, Azriana. I don't know if we have Sarah, Tyler. Oh, yo, Sarah. We do have Sarah in the YouTube if she's still in there. Ulrich, Marie. Does anybody want to say hello to our friends? Yeah. He's like, laugh.
Whose name do you want to say? Ed? Is Ed back? Show you. What's Ed's last name? Okay, Spirits. Laura wants to know, asking Cameron, who's getting married and if you're with Tiffany. Don't all speak at once. It's like the first time it's gotten quiet all night. If Cameron's here, can you tell us who's getting married? And if you're with Tiffany? They either said Cam or I am. I couldn't make it out.
It sounded like him.
Yeah.
Jamie Holly. Hi. Does Spirit have a message for Holly? Or are you saying hello? It's okay. I thought I'm not sure if it said mine. It just like caught me when I was hearing it, and I thought I've heard it a couple times real quiet. But the Holly was like a good one.
All right, Spirits, we got just a couple more minutes. So if you have some messages, now's the time.
It sounded like it. Anybody else in chat you want to say anything to before we move on? You heard chat too. I was just about to say we haven't had the succubus tonight.
Yeah, really.
Ed, Philip.
Well, if the spirits are listening that are at Holly's house, you guys have to treat her good because she's really cool. So don't be scaring her.
She's coexisting right now. That means no scaring her in the shower, no touching her ever. And please don't wake her up when she's sleeping.
Yeah, really.
She's a really sweet person. She's just curious who you guys are and what you're up to. I'm going to run to the restroom real fast again while you...
All right, cool. All right, spirits. We're going to shut this off and do some cards. You're welcome to hang out and listen to some card readings with us if you want to put your influence on the cards. All right, we're going to turn it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they just like got quiet. They were on their own. Weird. Before I turned it off. So interesting. Yeah. I don't know who Ed is, but man, he was coming through pretty strong there for a bit. It's like, yo, Ed in the house. I'm making my presence known. Yeah, like Holly says, Ed, go to bed. Doing up roaming the house late at night. So yeah, we got some cards. If anybody wants a card, I have a deck of oracle cards called Whispers of the Ocean. It's all ocean themed.
Did you want to do the game before the cards?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, because this will be a fast one. And last week we did the colors, and this week we're going to do objects. And I've got 5 objects that all fit in the palm of my hand. I'm going to show you what they are, and then I'll hold one up at a time, and then everybody can guess which one they think I have in my hand. There's a seashell, a stone heart, a hummingbird, an onyx cross, and an onyx or obsidian pentacle pentagram. So these are the things you're going to want to try to visualize in your mind. I won't be able to leave. I had a picture, but I won't be able to leave a picture up for you guys. But try to visualize those in your mind.
So you got a seashell, a cross, a hummingbird, a pentacle.
And a
Heart.
stone heart. And I'll write it in chat.
What I was doing right now.
Oh, right on.
So seashell, a cross, a hummingbird, a pentacle, and a heart stone.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
We're ready. Got the first one in my hand. I gotta refresh chat. Why do I lose all the things when everyone's about to guess? Oh no. Oh, and I can't message you.
I'm gonna say heart too.
It is hummingbird.
Bird. Holly said pentacle. All right. Nobody got that right that I saw. My chat's acting a little bit freaky too.
Okay, I've got the next one. Everything backloaded. Oh, and I'm not focusing on you because I was doing that.
I want to go.
Okay. It's a seashell.
Seashell. She sells seashells down by the seashore.
Now let me do this in focus.
I'm going to go with cross again. Holly says cross. Debbie says seashell. Lori says pentacle. Zach says seashell. Debbie's got 2 for 2. Aaron says heart. Debbie Palmer says cross. Holly says, dang, I'm terrible at this.
And Lori, we got the pentacle.
Oh, Holly, see, you just said pentacle just in the nick of time and got it. So maybe you're not so horrible at this. Mary Morgan said pentacle.
2 more. So I've got one right now. Let me focus it out.
I'm going to go with heart.
And we've got the cross.
Dope. Laura said cross and Heather said heart and Lori said cross.
I'm going to do one more.
I'm going to go with pentacle. Get a bunch of hearts. Cross. Oh, look at there. Bunch of hearts. A bunch of people got that one right.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Getting tuned in.
I got not a single one right tonight.
All right, let's do one more for fun. Okay, ready?
Yep. cross.
And it's the show. But
Yeah.
Rob, I'm going to do one more with you, or I'm going to look at you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. First thing that comes to your mind.
Pentacle. Damn it.
I was going to grab the pentacle, though.
I'm
At
just
the last
straight up
second, I grabbed
loser
the
tonight.
bird. Well, no, we just keep practicing.
Yeah.
So you've got some cards out already?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, sometimes you're on it with these things. Or obviously my my whatever you call it is off tonight. I've had a headache all day, so it's hard for me to focus. Who, Bofus?
And I wasn't focusing on all the way either. I was kind of half distracted because of this little guy here. I'm going to grab my deck.
Hey, that one where she had the heart, I think like just about everybody was saying heart. So somebody was connecting up.
Yeah.
It was like heart, and bam. And usually when you're like, I suck at this, that's when you get it right.
And I was just like saying it like over and over in my head. I'm just like heart, 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 heart. I'm gonna use these ones tonight.
Uh-huh. I have this deck here. It's called Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards. And as the name says, it's all ocean themed.
No.
Yep. So
Have I not seen this before?
you have not.
Oh, the turtle.
Back there on the shelf. I was trying to get my new camera thing set up, but it didn't happen for tonight. I'm going to try really hard for next week.
It'll happen. It's just a crazy day.
Yeah, it was. I was helping a buddy move a bunch of musical stuff today. One of the guys in my band, he's moving out of his place and moving into a new place. And he's like, I don't have anywhere to store all my shit. I'm like, you can bring some of it over here. And he was like, cool, I'll come by today. And I woke up really early this morning, had a major, full-blown, famous Autry headache. And I went back to sleep. And next thing I know, he's like ringing the doorbell. And I'm like waking up going, oh, shit. He's like, were you asleep? I'm like, no. Yeah, I was. I totally forgot.
Those headaches, man. What did we say the other day they might actually be?
The headaches.
I don't know if we're joking about it or like that's probably the cause of your headaches.
Could be.
I don't remember now.
Suck though, I know that.
Told you watermelon juice helps.
Yes, it does. And man, I'm like last summer, I got like, geez, I think I ate 7 like watermelons over
In like a week.
Yeah, I was like, just this year, man, the watermelons suck this year. Every one I've got is just like, I got one in the refrigerator now, and it's like rubber melon.
I haven't got watermelon this year. I just ate a pineapple though.
I've got a couple of them, and I haven't had a good one yet.
You get the seedless?
Sometimes I've tried
I
it.
s-
The one I have right now is a seedless one, and it's like rubber. Like a watermelon's not supposed to taste like you're like chewing a tire.
No, it's not.
It's sweet and all, but it's just got a weird ass like texture to it. It's just like
Yeah, I don't want to know like watermelon jerky.
yeah. I shouldn't have to. Yeah, it's like watermelon jerky. Exactly. It's like
It's supposed to
something
be
ain't right.
crisp. I found out there's a shit ton of good stuff in watermelon seeds, though.
Yeah. All right. Who wants the first card? Yeah, I get these damn nightmare headaches. That suck. My mom used to get them, and now she's outgrown them. That she's 90-something years old. My brother and me get them now. And like, wow, one of those things that you like inherited from your parent that sucks.
Yeah.
All right, I see Zach wants a card. All right, no preference on the deck. So we'll do one from the Oceanic deck and see what it says.
Oh, Lara says first card, so if you get a pop out, I think that's what she wants.
We have distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there, and you'll realize a goal. Get a little light on it. That's what the card looks like. And let's see what it says. Distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. Reflect on your personal values, goals, methods, and what you believe in will bring fulfillment and happiness to your life. This card foresees a time when you're very clear on where your individual beliefs and principles lie. You have successfully created a life that is aligned to those standards. Reflecting on strong family values or a sense of self that may have been instilled within you in early life will help you create a fulfilling lifestyle. We are coping mechanisms to help relieve stress and or avoid confrontation. However, over time, these behaviors become outdated and limit your progress. You have worked hard to create a new normal. God, hadn't everybody? Wow. Be aware of when you resort to an old pattern that no longer serves you, like withdrawing or closing your heart. Return to a place of quiet strength and resolve. You are closer to your dreams than you realize. Narwhal whales are unique mammals found in the Arctic Ocean. They possess two teeth. The left tooth grows with a spiral horn protruding from the narwhal's mouth. The resulting horn is 7 to 10 feet long. When first sighted in the early 1200s, narwhals were believed to substantiate the fabled unicorn. When a narwhal's tusk was found washed ashore, they were believed to have magical powers or messages. The fact that something so unusual as a narwhal exists can help you have faith that anything is possible. So there you go. That's pretty cool card.
Okay, and I'm going to do one for Lori from the new deck. I kind of put some names in order there. This I always like stumble on the word Samayan death card. Saman, how do you say that again?
What is it?
Saman. I always like have a hard time pronouncing words. And it might not be a bad thing. Through veil within this very night, protection placed, so no need to fright. Crones welcome you and all you bring. Wisdom awaits. Now look within. This magic is worked with no harm to none. So mote it be, there it is done. Which is wisdom. And I don't know if you got to see that very well. You have been avoiding death. Change is afoot, and you have been desperately clinging on your old self, all of which you know too well for fear of losing your identity. You must understand that to die to the old will escalate you to where you truly desire to be. Time to let go, to surrender and accept that death is never final. It is simply a portal to rebirthing into the next and glorious stage of the cycle called life. Death appears before you now in the form of Samhain, I can't pronounce it, a time of connection and reflection on those who have left this world for the other, and to look at where you have journeyed from and to. During the wheel of the year, the goddess in her triple form has become the crone, and you are invited to draw on her wisdom from deep within as she cradles you during the dark months to come. She will protect and guide you through this period of the dark night of the soul, and you will emerge wiser and more powerful than you could ever imagine, which is foresight. Let go of old patterns and behaviors. Take a risk. Fear is preventing your freedom. Embrace your croning years and step into your wisdom. A death changes your outlook. Samhain revealed. The festival of the dead is when we honor our ancestors. The veil between the worlds of the dead and living is at its thinnest. We celebrate death as part of life as we journey into the dark night of the soul. This is the time to burn in the cauldron our paper of regrets, embracing the dying of the old self and transforming onto the next incarnation or of the self in this life. So if something is preventing you or holding you back because you might be afraid of something happening, it looks like they're saying to let go of that fear and take a risk. And that perhaps you've had a death that has changed a lot of perspective for you.
Like Laura says too, death card sounds scary, but it can be just simply mean like a new beginning for
Exactly.
whatever could be going on. Kind of refers to the, one door closes, another door opens type of thing. All right. I don't know if this is in the right order, but I'm going to pull one for Debbie. I saw she wanted one of the ocean cards. So here we go. with that card. It is the Rediscover Your Zeal card, which looks like that. And it says on the card, pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, your relationship, passion, and desire go together, especially as inspiration. And in the guidebook, it says, you are at a crossroads and are invited to look at the path you are on. Your confidence is at a peak point. And once you discover what you are passionate about, you are unstoppable. This is also a reminder to do things that excite you. The enthusiasm you feel when you are delighted about a project is infectious. Your motivation is the purpose you wake up with in the morning. You may have specific goals or objectives in mind as you start your day. You may experience passion as a quiet sensation when you accomplish a simple task. Live life on your terms. Fill yourself up with enthusiasm and joy for your endeavors. You may not clearly know what your passion is. You are seeking a new career or activity to feel excited about. Think about the things you enjoy doing and what you dream about doing. In these ideals, you will find keys to what you wish to create. The flame angelfish is so named due to its amazingly vibrant hue. The flame angelfish helps you to reconnect with your fire within. This may be a difficult spot underwater as they tend to hide among the coral. It may be difficult to spot underwater as they hide in the coral. At times, you may find them traveling in pairs. The vibrance of the flame angelfish is a symbol of passion. Have you allowed something to steal your energy away from your passion? This may be anything from feeling judged to not feeling good enough to even feeling selfish to want to pursue this passion. If this is the case, passion can be restored and maintained when you consistently remember what drives you. Pursue the things that ignite your heart. Take times for the things you love and trust that even if it takes a while to find your passion, it will all be worth it in the end.
I used to have flame angelfish. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm shuffling for Debbie Palmer. And then I think, was that one for, whose card was that right there?
That was Debbie.
Okay, because Aaron would like a ocean card too.
All right, cool.
Okay, I'm doing this one for Debbie Palmer. And she's got the Magic Circle Protection. You see somebody standing in the middle. Their protection circle.
That's the black boot in the protection circle.
Yes, yes.
You're welcome, Debbie. That was a cool card, cool message. And I know you've been doing a lot of new endeavors.
So the Witch's Wisdom. Magic Circle appears when caution is advised. This message comes as a warning for someone is being untrue. Don't be fooled by appearances or sly words that are formed to lure you in. Withdraw before it's too late. Protection is your greatest ally and calls you to take preventative measures to ensure safety. It is a witch's responsibility to put protection in place whenever magical work is performed. In fact, it is good practice to protect yourself every day, whether you are consciously working with spirit or not. Drawing a circle around you, whether physically with salt or chalk or in the mind's eye, is a strong form of protection. It can protect you against unwanted energies directed by other people, such as psychic attacks, negative thought forms, and from locations such as old buildings. You are not in immediate danger right now, but need to be in a place of awareness to take necessary steps of prevention, which is foresight. Improve your protection. Intense focus and intention are needed when concentrating on protection. Keep thoughts and ideas to yourself. Do not trust simply on face value. Learn and practice through protection techniques. You are protected from all harm. Magic circle revealed. First, remove all negative energies in the room by scattering salt, water, or specially prepared incense or herbs. Once prepared, mark the circle using sea salt. And then using your wand or power finger, cast your magic circle around you, sunwise, reciting your incantation of power and protection in order to banish all unwanted energies. So that could very well be maybe somebody has stepped into your life that doesn't have the right intentions, or maybe trying to mislead you somehow. So I think what they're saying is just to do these extra little measures to protect yourself and keep those type of energies away from you in case there is somebody in your life like that right now.
Cool. This one will be for Aaron. He wanted an ocean card. Got the Where You Need to Be, which looks like that. On this card, it says, acknowledge how you are feeling. Have the faith the universe will take care of current concerns by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. That's weird. I don't know if it's my head or my headphones, but my sound is going back and forth from ear to ear. And it's a little freaky sounding. All right, what it says about this card. Right now, you will benefit by staying optimistic, thinking positively, and keeping as upbeat as possible. Through contemplation and visualization, find the support that can assist and reinforce your intention. This positive demeanor will help you bring increased wealth, good fortune, and happiness into your life. Have faith. You will allow your life to turn into more positive directions if you're willing to grow and expand. Trust in yourself. Don't be limited by current circumstances or preconceived ideas. You are ever evolving. Your love and compassion will influence the harmony of your heart and speed up all changes taking place in your life. You have been patient this long. Don't give up before your miracle arrives. You might be receiving good news. A chance for advancement or a move is coming your way. This is a providential time. I don't know if I said that word right or not. You are sensing the action of fate and destiny working in your favor. You may even feel lucky as unexpected blessings show up at the perfect time. An affirmation to assist in your belief is this: all things work for good. Blue dragons, also known as blue angels, or a mollusk, or a sea slug. They can be found floating upside down in the water. Blue dragons depend on the wind and the ocean current to move them through the water. Their coloring helps them remain camouflaged. Just as the blue dragon is left to trust that the current will take them where they need to be, you will also benefit from allowing your life to unfold for you. Again, that was the Where You Need to Be card.
And then we've got two more. Linda in YouTube, Cheesecake Mafia, she would like one. And Marie and YouTube would like a card. So I'll pull one for Marie. And then if you want to do one for, is it Linda? I think
Yep.
Cheesecake Mafia. We got everybody from Facebook, right?
I think. I'm not sure. If you didn't get a card and you want one, speak up now.
Yeah, make sure to put it at the bottom. So this one is for Marie. Aren't these cards so pretty? Look at the silver leafing around the edges of the cards.
Yeah. The only deck I have that's bound like that is my crystal. It's got that same silver leafing on it. I just love the way those feel.
And the shuffle's so nice.
Yeah.
You've got, ooh, the Lady Goddess Feminine card. And these are all new to me because I've gone through and looked at the pictures, but I've only done a few readings with Rob with these. So I don't even know what these meanings mean yet.
And that first reading you did for me was like spot on.
Yeah. So Lady Goddess. Witch's wisdom. Whether you are female or male, each one of us holds both feminine and masculine energies within our makeup. Lady Goddess has been drawn, which indicates you are struggling with an imbalance of these energies. You have given too much of yourself, finding it impossible to receive. It is so important to understand that it is the masculine that gives and the feminine that receives. So the next time someone offers you something, whether it's a gift, a compliment, or help, receive graciously. Working with the scent from a fresh rose or natural rose essence, as well as rose quartz, will help heal your heart to open up to receptivity. This will enable you to harness the divine feminine within and align you with the harmony that you long for. Invoke Lady Goddess into your life as you willingly receive her gifts of love, peace, gentleness, beauty, purity, and compassion. Witch's forecast. Acknowledge your femininity, rebirth the goddess within, wear long flowing robes or dresses, dance, sing, paint, draw, allow your creative juices to flow, be gentle with yourself and more receptive to others. Lady Goddess revealed. Many witches prefer to use the title of lady when referring to the goddess to encompass all that is from one divine feminine source. You can, however, develop your own personal relationship with an individual goddess through intense personal work, experience, and focus. Traditionally, the goddess is seen as the triple goddess of maiden, mother, and crown. And there's a little say affirmation here. Scent of rose and crystal quartz, softening all of your every thoughts. Heart now open to receive. Embrace the goddess, never to leave. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There, it is done. And I'll send you a copy of yours also if you're on Facebook. Mary Morgan.
This one's for Cheesecake Mafia, which is making me really want a piece of cheesecake now for some reason. Shuffling the deck, and one of them popped out. Haven't looked at it yet. So, it's the first card that I pulled. Who did I do the first card for? Was it Zach? I can't remember.
I think it was Zach.
Yeah. It's the same card.
Trip out.
Distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. It's weird how sometimes you can pull the same card that you pulled earlier out of the deck that of like 50 some odd cards. But I'll read it again. Reflect on your personal values, goals, methods, and what you believe will bring fulfillment and happiness to your life. This card foresees a time when you're very clear on where your individual beliefs and principles lie, and you have successfully created a life that is aligned to those standards. Reflecting on strong family values or a sense of self that may have been installed within you in early life will help you to create a fulfilling lifestyle. We are all coping mechanisms to help relieve stress or avoid confrontation. We all use coping mechanisms to help relieve stress or avoid confrontation. However, over time, those behaviors come outdated and limit your progress. You have worked hard to create a new normal, which I said before, I think everybody has been doing that lately. Be aware of when you resort to an old pattern that no longer serves you, like withdrawing or closing your heart. Return to a place of quiet strength and resolve. You are closer to your dreams than you realize. Narwhal whales are unique mammals found in the Arctic. They possess 2 teeth. The left tooth grows into a spiral horn protruding from the narwhal's mouth. The resulting horn is 7 to 10 feet long. When first sighted in the early 1200s, narwhals were believed to substantiate the fabled unicorn. When a narwhal's tusk was found washed ashore, they were believed to have magical powers or messages. The fact that something so unusual as a narwhal exists can help you have faith that anything is possible.
That's so true. And then I've got one for Rose here. And this is the fulfillment card. Looks like a nice big gold cup. Goblet.
Chalice.
Yeah, that's all it says up there, chalice.
Yeah, Debbie, I think I pulled the Fire Angel Fish card for you.
So chalice, the little affirmation. You seek it here, you seek it there. You're sure to have searched everywhere. Look no further than inside. It's here the magic doth resides. The magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. I'm not casting spells on people as I'm reading these. I gotta see what these little things are in the corner. Which is wisdom. You have a deep thirst to connect with the magic of the old ways. The overflowing desire to remember and awaken runs through your veins and speaks to your very soul. Your quest has led you to scour the pages of books in order to learn of rituals, spells, properties of herbs, and the traditional ways of yesteryear. The idea of covens to be initiated into the power of a group of like-hearted others stirs your interest, and yet your natural solitary side encourages you to step away from the views and opinions of others to take to your own path towards that which you seek. Drink from the chalice that stands before you, for your search is almost over. Instead of seeking all that you require elsewhere, chalice shows you that the fulfillment you seek is and has always been inside you. You are the one true vessel that is waiting to be fulfilled. Now drink. Which is foresight. Your search is a form of procrastination. Be open to spirit and follow your intuition. You're nearly there, don't quit. Something that has been missing will turn up. You will receive an unexpected visitor, work with the element of water, check in with your emotions, and drink more water. Chalice revealed. The chalice represents water and is one of the 4 elemental tools that a witch uses. A symbol of unity in the coven, it is passed around the circle to drink of blessed water or wine during a ritual. Associated with the moon and the goddess, the name chalice stems back to the legend of the Holy Grail, but goblets have been used in ritual for thousands of years.
And for kicks, I saw somewhere up there. Laura said.
A pop out? Yeah.
Laura said she wanted to see if Cam would pull the gay shark out of the deck.
Oh.
Let's try it. See, I'm not
From, are you talking about the gay shark from Watch What Happens Live?
I don't know.
From the Andy Cohen show?
Oh, there's a card sticking up. Should we do that one? I don't know what it is. Let's see what popped out of the deck. Doesn't look like a shark. It looks like a swordfish. It's the Empower Yourself card. Tune into your personal power. You are more than able to handle the situation facing you. Allow yourself to be strong, beautiful person you are capable of being. And it says about this one. What are you waiting for? It's imperative to draw on your personal power. Start directing the flow of your energy towards something you would like to generate, create, or energize. Be careful not to dwell on something you don't want or need. Make your choices and start creating what suits you. Stop trying to please others and allowing worry about what others think to affect you. Jeez, I can't read. You are encouraged to step into your power now. You are about to have a breakthrough moment and feel very inspired and motivated about an idea or passion. Your eyes have been opened to a whole new world. You may feel very excited about the possibilities and the opportunities available to you. Brush off doubts, criticism, or worry. It's time to step up and steer your path to a brighter horizon. A sailfish is a symbol of personal power and your ability to be seen. The sailfish is a strong reminder to be direct. They rely on their strong appearance, bright color, and long sword-like bill to make a powerful impression. The sailfish live in cooler areas of the ocean. They range from gray to blue in color and have a huge dorsal fin referred to as a sail. They possess a long bill that looks like a sword. The bill enables them to pierce through a tough exterior. They are considered to be the fastest fish in the ocean, reaching up to 110 kilometers per hour. The sailfish is said, that's hauling ass for a fish.
Yeah. That's when you do the trolling, the fast motor trolling.
Yeah, exactly. The sailfish is said to have the ability to shake off all negative energy. In the middle of a card reading. Wow, that's hauling ass for a fish. Just saying. Yeah, I've been around fish in the ocean my whole life. I didn't know they could swim that fast.
Yeah. Tuna, is that faster than a tuna? Because
yeah, tuna's all butt too.
Yeah, I just remember the fast troll.
Yeah.
Where they just basically chase you. All right.
Hopefully that got everybody. We're it's
I gotta charge my phone.
Time. So that means it's what? 11:22.
Wait.
2:22 my time.
Yeah, it's 11:22 for me. I had to switch out because I was almost dead. So I was out of full battery when we started the ghost box, and then I left the headphones on the whole time. Not my battery. I won't have much park battery.
Yep. Need to get one of those battery bank things.
Yeah, I need to get that splitter thing that Jason posted.
Yeah. Well, cool. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you Sunday night on Paranormal Soup. And I knew who was going to be on there until I just thought about it. Now I'm having a total brain. But anyways, it's been a good one. Y'all stay safe out in the weird world of madness that we all have to live in these days. So we'll catch you later. Stay safe. See you Sunday night. Thanks for hanging out with us. And if anybody didn't get a card that wanted one, hit us up and we'll get you in line first for next week. All right. Peace. Bye.